Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom, and here's what's going on. Well, yesterday we told you that the Parks Board had agreed that they wanted to go ahead and do the drainage project for Forest Park, particularly the southern part of the park where the Rotary Carnival usually sets up on the 4th of July. And we also mentioned that Carol Evans, the president of the Parks Board, intended to speak to City Council last night, which she did. And there was a lot more information coming out of that meeting. We'll get to what Carol Evans had to say in just a minute. Shannon Wilmore was the first one to speak, however, and she said she moved back to Brazil 7 years ago, and she has a great concern about the way that mistreated animals are kept in Brazil, in the city of Brazil. She presented the City Council with a 14-page proposed ordinance dealing with neglected and abused animals, which they said they would take under consideration. The mayor, Brian Wyndham, speaking as a private citizen and a pet owner, urged that something be done to help those animals. However, he said that we had to be cautious because it was likely that if we were too stringent with our ordinances, then good pet owners could lose their animals. And he said, I don't want to lose my dogs. Well, Dr. Shepard spoke also, and he agreed with the mayor that there has to be a balance between being too strict and not doing anything at all when it comes to abused animals. So what's going to happen is the City Council is going to take this under advisement. There's going to be a work session that is scheduled for, let me find it here. We're going to have that work session, drum roll while we're looking for it, at 5 p.m. on January 25th to discuss the animal control issues. Now, no action will be taken at that meeting because it will be a work session for the City Council. However, it is open to the public, and anyone who is concerned about animals are more than welcome to attend that session and express their point of view. Also coming out of the City Council meeting last night, the question was asked about New Hope Services that is doing the blight elimination properties, and also the junior high school and the Davis building, which is located down on the corner of Meridian Street and US 40 in Brazil. And the mayor responded that the first thing that New Hope wants to work on, as far as he knows, is they want to work on those blight elimination homes and turn them into duplexes, and then they plan to work on the junior high school and the Davis building. So that's what the mayor said he believed was going to happen with that. Now let's talk about the drainage problems down at Forest Park. And I'm working from my notes, obviously, so please be patient with this. I don't have the story written yet. The Parks Board President, Carol Evans, pointed out to the City Council there's a problem with flooding where the carnival sets up at Forest Park. In fact, it's a rather marshy area, she said. She said the worst case scenario, it would cost $33,000 to drain that part of Forest Park. However, she said that she had learned that there is another way of taking care of it, and that is to drain the worst areas of the park into a central place and have a paved horseshoe area around that particular area, which would be where the carnival sets up. So that would cost $20,000, and she asked for the City Council to take that money out of cash reserves that the Park Board already has control over and use that $20,000 to do the drainage project. She said Rotary has been using that park for 80 years. She says they're not going anywhere. And she said that she'd like to see Fall Frenzy take advantage of that swampy area once it's drained. And she said we could have National Night Out in that area also, and still use the Cow Palace in case of rain for National Night Out. So at any rate, that's what the City Council is looking at doing. They are ready to go now with construction on that drainage park area, and it's believed that that drainage will be completed long before the 4th of July celebration in 2017. The Parks Department has about $40,000 in cash reserves, and Karen McQueen said that she would go ahead and write up the proposed ordinance for the cash transfer for the additional appropriation, and that will be considered at the February meeting of the Brazil City Council, and it looks like that will go through, and construction on the drainage will be done shortly after that. So that's what's coming out of the City Council meeting last night, and we'll have that in better shape for you in a regular story on our website a little bit later today. I want to say hi to Rana and Tom Mellish. Our friend has joined us. We're glad to see him. Harvey Roscoe is here. I saw his name go by, so we're glad to have you folks with us. I do want to take you over to the National Weather Service. There's a weather statement that has been issued, and we want to check that out this morning. So let me get to that. I'm actually going through the Weather Channel because they always have that those statements up for us, and we put in our zip code 47834 and hit enter, and let's see. I can tell you that there is a danger of some ice over the weekend. We're going to have to be careful and watch the weather, especially in the early morning, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because we could have slick roads. And I might very well be mistaken. I don't see that we have any weather watches out there. I thought we did. Let's try it again and see what we get. Well, at any rate, there is the possibility of freezing rain Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So when you're out and about, be careful while you're driving. And I'll look forward to seeing you wherever we may meet. I'm Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom. You just have an outstanding day, won't you?